rings were gifted to the race of men, who above all else desire power.
The LEGO video game series has yet to overstay its welcome, despite 8 consecutive years worth of brick-building titles. One reason for its success is its take on popular licenses, from Star Wars and Batman to Harry Potter and Indiana Jones. But the true secret is how well the developer tailors each experience to fit the property. The Lord of the Rings ranks as one of the developer's best LEGO games yet, following each beat of Peter Jackson's epic movie trilogy in a surprisingly faithful fashion, while offering plenty of things to see and do for those who like to explore. The game's story not only closely follows each film, but it incorporates the original actor's dialogue as well. So when a minifig Aragorn speaks, it's Viggo Mortensen's calm voice you'll hear.
They are the Nazgul ring-wraiths.
Some changes have been made to scenes for comic effect, or to make the game friendlier to younger audiences, such as the removal of Gandalf's pipe. Steam instead wafts from a mug of hot tea or cocoa, but the story sequences attempt to follow the same scenes from the films, albeit with a humorous twist or two, and numerous sight gags keep things light, even during serious moments.
You have my sword, and you have my bow.
And my axe.
The main campaign spans 18 levels and follows Frodo's journey from the pastoral shrine to the dark recesses of Mordor. As with previous LEGO games, the goal in each level is to get from point A to point B, but most paths or entrances are blocked, requiring you to solve a basic puzzle or two in order to open doors, create bridges over gaps, or reveal platforms. You'll look forward to each new level simply to see how the developers interpreted some of the more memorable sequences from the film trilogy. In addition to puzzle solving, you'll also battle orcs and goblins at different points in the journey, as well as engage Saruman and Orthanc, the Nazgul on Weathertop, the Balrog in the Mines of Moria, and more in simple yet satisfying encounters. The main levels are linearly constructed and rigid in terms of where you can and cannot go. The camera can be an obstacle at times, yet the developers have also added free-roaming outdoor areas, as well as towns to visit, bringing the world of Middle-earth to life. So when you're done visiting Hobbiton, Bree, Rivendell, and other villages, you'll actually have to travel toward your destination instead of skipping to the next level. While these open-world areas aren't massive in scale or scope, they are packed with collectibles and secrets, many of which require unlocking specific characters or equipment to access. And this is where the game shines more brightly than a file of Galadriel. Those who love to hunt for secrets will be pleased to learn that quests and craftable items have been added to encourage adventuring in the areas surrounding each main village. The quests aren't much more involved than retrieving a specific object from a certain locale, but once you complete a task, you'll receive red brick rewards that can further enhance the game. You'll also be able to purchase new characters from a pool of over 80 minifigs, and a wide variety of tools, weapons, and equipment can be crafted by finding plans and special mithril bricks scattered in hard-to-find places across the game.
For your trouble, I'll let you in on a secret to help you seek out other quests.
Despite the increased amount of things to discover in any given area and the bigger world to explore, you'll never get lost or disoriented thanks to the ability to flag areas of interest on a map that will instantly create a trail of blue studs for you to follow. Completing a level opens it up for free play with any of the characters you purchased or unlocked, allowing you to use certain abilities to solve puzzles you weren't able to complete your first time through. And after the 8-hour campaign ends, the entire world can be accessed for more sightseeing and collectible hunting.
One ring to find them. One ring to bring them all. I gave you the chance of aiding me willingly, but you have elected the way of pain!
LEGO Lord of the Rings doesn't add any new wrinkles to the gameplay over previous entries in the series. The controls are intentionally kept simple to appeal to Hobbit-sized audiences. You'll only use one button for attacks, for instance, and a button to jump or perform a combat role. You'll also have to frequently switch between characters using a radial interface, as each hero offers specific tools or abilities to help you solve puzzles. Sam builds fires, for instance, cooks, and plants things. Gandalf lifts certain items with his magic. Legolas jumps high in the air and can use his arrows as platforms after shooting bullseye targets. Frodo screams and whines. You'll also be able to team up with a friend for drop-in, drop-out cooperative play and immediately start attacking him or her for the sheer pleasure of it. The co-op mechanics work particularly well during the boss fights. One can focus on hacking the tentacle bricks of the Watcher, while the other, as Legolas, can shoot an arrow in its eye. Sam can jump on a cave troll's head to stun it by banging it on its noggin with a frying pan, allowing a second player to attack it on the ground. You'll also have to help smaller characters at times by picking them up and carrying them. Gimli tossing is another important play mechanic that allows you to smash certain tiles that the stout dwarf can't reach. LEGO Lord of the Rings isn't a challenging game by any means, as you'd expect when combat involves tapping a single button. It is still entertaining, however, thanks to the variety of fluid animations and character-specific attack styles. Legolas, for example, will plunge his twin daggers into enemies and quickly whip out his bow to fire plastic arrows. The one glaring drawback to the gameplay is that there aren't epic battles as portrayed in the movies. Combat here is on a much smaller scale, typically taking place within a sphere surrounding your character. Those expecting massive battles in wide-open areas will be disappointed, though probably not surprised. Players are also still forced to smash and bath everything in their path to collect scattered LEGO studs, which grows tiresome after a while. It is necessary, however, if you want to accumulate enough currency to unlock characters and earn level bonuses.
They have a cave troll.
The Ring-Bearer is setting out on the quest of Mount Doom.
The Fellowship awaits the Ring-Bearer.
LEGO Lord of the Rings is often beautiful to behold, provided you're not averse to seeing your favorite characters rendered in minifig format. The environments have almost a photo-quality look to them, with your characters and LEGO building elements superimposed on top of the backgrounds. Every major locale from the film series is included in the game, and the camera angle is set lower than previous titles, so you can appreciate the detail. The animation is excellent, and one particularly nice touch is that when Frodo slips on the One Ring, the screen will switch to the same shadowy effect used in the films. It's not easy to see everything, but it looks cool just the same. Players will also feel an emotional connection to the events thanks to the use of Howard Shore's majestic, sweeping score from the films. LEGO Lord of the Rings is the best yet in the series, but with a modest playtime and simple gameplay, it's hard to recommend as a purchase for adults. The formula is simply starting to wear a bit thin. For fans of the films, it's a quality product that does the license justice and likely represents one of the final pop culture spin-offs before the trilogy is finally laid to rest. In the immortal words of Gandalf the Grey, you shall not pass this up.
You shall not pass!
See this and other GT shows and game reviews on the GT Originals iOS app, available now on the App Store.